Hello, my name is Pooja. Welcome to a new episode of Around the World. There has been a temporary cessation in the Russia-Ukraine war. This situation is not due to any agreement, but it has been created due to the cold weather prevailing there. But a recent statement by Russian President Vladimir Putin has once again brought the heat in it. Actually, Russia is celebrating the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Stalingrad this year. Speaking on the occasion, President Putin compared Russia's invasion of Ukraine to the fight against Nazi Germany. Citing Germany's decision to send tanks to Ukraine, Putin said history was repeating itself. We are once again being intimidated by German tanks. Speaking further, Putin has also indicated that he can now go beyond the use of conventional weapons. He said that the countries which are hoping to defeat Russia should understand that their war with Russia is a bit different. We are ready to deploy our entire arsenal. Our arsenal also includes nuclear weapons. In this way, Putin has made it clear that he is not going to settle for anything less than victory. At the same time, Ukraine has announced that its soldiers are not going to retreat till the last moment. We will try to understand why President Putin made such a statement, what does it mean, in which direction is the war headed now. We will try to find answers to other such questions as well, but first of all let us know the history of Putin's statement. Actually, during the World War II, Hitler intended to conquer the industrial city of Stalingrad in Russia, which was then known as the Soviet Union. For this, he announced a major campaign in 1942 and announced that Stalingrad will definitely be won. There is no room for any doubt about it. On the other hand, Russian dictator Stalin was determined to foil Hitler's intentions. The war initiated by Hitler in Stalingrad continued for months and eventually the Soviet army gained an edge in it. In it, the Soviet army captured about 91,000 Nazi German soldiers. About 10 lakh people died in this war. Due to all these reasons, it is considered the bloodiest battle in history. Thus, the Soviet Union won the Battle of Stalingrad with the surrender of the Nazi Germany contingent. After this, the course of the Second World War changed completely. Now you might be wondering that what are the reasons behind Putin's statements. Actually, Russia is making a lot of use of its T-90 tank in this war. That's why there was a lot of pressure on European countries to give their Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky had also said in a statement that if he gets 300 such tanks, Russia's defeat is certain. Let us tell you that the Leopard 2 tank has been made by Germany to counter the Russian T-90 tank. They are used by more than a dozen countries. According to the current rules, Germany's permission is required before giving Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. That's why some countries of Europe were not able to give these tanks to Ukraine even if they wanted to, because Germany did not agree with the decision of these countries. But now Germany has given its consent to send 14 Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Putin's remark against Germany are in the context of this development. Significantly, after Germany's consent, the Russian company Force has announced that any Russian soldier who destroys or captures the first German tank will be given a reward of 5 million rubles. After this, let's come to the next question, that what this statement could mean. So, since the time of invasion of Ukraine, Putin has been projecting it as a battle of nationalists versus the Nazis. He repeatedly says that the leadership of the government of Ukraine is in the hands of the Nazis. He says that now unfortunately we are seeing the ideology of Nazism in a modern form. This is again posing a direct threat to the security of our country. With such statements, Putin wants to rally the Russian public in full support of the war by reminding the glorious moment of history. Putin wants to instill confidence in the hearts and minds of the people. Experts also believe that with such statements, they are trying to keep the morale of the Russian army intact for victory. At the same time, linking the present war with history can also be seen as a warning to Germany to stay away from it. It can also be seen as a signal to the Europe and America that they should give up their desire of defeating Russia in the war. If they don't, Russia has options other than conventional weapons. And just as Russia defeated Nazi Germany, it still has the potential to do so. Overall, he is trying to put pressure on the West and America. But apart from all this, a question also arises whether the Western countries are using Ukraine against Russia. Because this war started in the backdrop of Ukraine's decision to join NATO. But Ukraine has not been included in NATO yet. After this, there are also other questions like whether America wants to weaken Russia through this war to showcase itself as the leader of the world. Do developed countries want to prolong the war to sell their weapons? Or are arms-producing countries considering Ukraine as a weapon testing laboratory? We leave all these questions to you, the viewers. Let's look at the question. The war among countries is a booming market for the weapon industry. Analyze the statement in the context of the recent global happenings.